Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the Secret Rare NPC or Unreleased Champions series. This series has been exploring those secret champions you may not have known about, whether or not used for NPC pop-ups for dialogue, or indeed just scrapped for whatever reason or not used. This particular episode explores Captain Marvel. So as a lot of you know, the Captain Marvel we know in game is the kind of, community referred to as Cap Marvel movie. There's of course as well Miss Marvel, and the champion in question for this video, Captain Marvel Classic, the champion that got me the Legends badge, or was part of me getting the Legends badge. So you might be saying to yourself, this is the only Captain Marvel version that I know about, or was this the first design? The answer is no. This was the first design. This was the original Captain Marvel. And to give you a real idea, going back to November of 2014. What's so significant about 2014? Well, the game wasn't released. The game was launched in December of 2014. But people had access earlier. So in this video in question, you can see Captain Marvel popping up as well as being an enemy boss at the end. This is a video by Game Teep, and this is ancient. This is 8 years ago, so it's incredible to see like the old graphics of the past. And in particular, it's like, I've got a punch that can level the stars. This is the basic dialogue, I think, but do bear in mind at this time the game was very much in beta and all the champions looked very much different than they are. There's also, you can see the character in a boss fight right now. We'll be sporting some of the same movesets, of course, that Captain Marvel has, and the obviously speed of the lag is there. And don't adjust your sets, your eyes don't deceive you. This is in very low quality because at the time, quality was not great, and movements, of course, were what they were. But you can definitely see the character there in all its glory. So yes, this was a trip down memory lane for me. Wow, it was very blocky back then, wasn't it? How the game has evolved. So Kabam, of course, evolved the game. So of course you can tell things have changed about the character, mainly with the helmet. The helmet has gone in this 2014 version, and it's kind of annoying. Well, it's not annoying. Some people like it, some people don't. I personally love this look. I thought this look was brilliant, especially because it's, for the time, it kind of factored into a comic book run. In 2014, there was a Captain Marvel comic book run that was in, operation, which did have the non-helmet version as a bit of more prevalence. There was part of the comic book which did have, the helmet on, but giving a very different style. But a lot of people prefer this version than they do to the helmet version. But then down the line, we got this version in game several years later, so it kind of was like, well, fine, I guess they added it in as they felt they wanted to. And maybe that's Marvel saying in the future we have plans to do a movie, can you make sure that anything is just doing the helmet version? But then I've seen without the helmet, or maybe the confusion between, the version of this Miss Marvel and this version right here. So I guess that's the thing about trying to, not overcomplicate matters with looks and appearance. So just, one's got the helmet, one's got it without. Yes, it's technically Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel. No, it's technically not. It's just a case of appeasing both sides. It seemed like the decision to very much change this design quickly was literally done within a month. As soon as the game was launched, it was just quickly changed. Whether or not during the beta that particular, notion came up that, hang on a minute, well, we should look to change this because we're going to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe it was something Marvel said. Maybe it was a design element that was kind of questioned. It's hard to really know at the time. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing to know that we could have got a very different version of Captain Marvel. But of course, having ones that look similar in the shape and form of Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel, I kind of get why Kabam had to change it, just so it just made it a bit more, clearer on the difference. But hey ho, I actually like this design, and I'm sad that Kabam went away from it. But what are your thoughts on this design? Would you have liked to have seen this version of this character rather than the helmet version? Or do you not really care? It's been nearly 9 years It's probably going to be 10 years. You may have seen this video in 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. The game's dead at 20 years and you're still watching this video for nostalgia. You are the real G's. Thank you very much for watching this video. Another episode of the Secret Rare Champion series. I've been RichTheMan. Check out some other content located on screen, and I will see you in the next video. Much love and goodbye.